gardeners. I'm Melanie Davis with the Master Gardeners of Davidson County, and today's lesson is on winter sowing. Winter sowing is a wonderful way to extend your growing season. It allows you to get your seeds started a little bit earlier, and it's really inexpensive to do. Let's get started. The supplies you'll need for this project are some empty jugs, a trowel, something to cut the jugs with, a marker, seeds, an awl, tape, a little bit of water, and your seed starting mix. So every family, every household has empty plastic jugs. This is why this is so economical to do. This plastic jug was an old juice jug, but I had to make sure to rinse it out really well. This was old vinegar. Rinse these out really well to make sure that you're not getting any sort of weirdness going on in your planting. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to cut off the top of this, enabling this to have about 3 to 4 inches of soilless mix or potting mix in the bottom. What we're going to make sure we do is leave about 1.5 inches on one side so that it has a hinge. I like to start these jugs right about here. Our next step is to take our awl to poke drainage holes in the bottom of the jug. Our next step is to fill our jugs with 3 to 4 inches of soilless mix or potting mix. I like to add a little bit of water before I put my seeds in, just to make sure that the soil is nice and damp for those roots to take hold. This is a good time to mention the sheet pan I'm using. Normally I do these things out in the greenhouse, but right now it's a little bit of a crazy town out there. But this sheet pan is a wonderful way to catch that water that drains out when you add that little bit of water before you add the seeds. Next up, we're going to add our seeds. I prefer to place my seeds individually just because that way I know exactly how much room they have between them. I don't want them to be overcrowded, but I want to make sure I maximize my space. Add a little topping of dirt here. And just follow the instructions on your seed packet for when you're starting any kind of seed. Next up, we're going to tape and label our jugs. I'm going to make sure that it stays closed during inclement weather. So if you have to tape it in a couple of places, go ahead and do so. When your jugs are prepared, put them outside in a sunny location. And I find a lot of times tape wears off within a few months. So by the time you're ready to do some transplants out of these, the tape will be nice and loose. You won't have any trouble getting in there. It's mid-January right now, so I have started Swiss chard. And now you've completed your first winter sowing jug. I hope this has been helpful to you. And in a couple of weeks, you'll look down into this little hole here and you'll see the little sprouts starting to form. Happy planting!